Hey, Zane.
Yes, sir.
Would you believe it's the end of the year almost?
It is crazy and it's nuts.
So since it's almost the end of the year, we thought we would show you our best whiskeys of 2022 that we reviewed.
The ones we rated the mostest.
Because you're probably right now looking for a whiskey for that special someone, and this will help you do just that.
Isn't that right, Rochester?
That is correct.
But since, there's 10 whiskeys we have to drink today,
Oh, no.
out of whiskey that we rated high already, we're going to have to try them again.
And, Mr. Producer has to be a part
So
of
we had to bring David in to help us drink those whiskeys.
Best whiskeys of
Best whiskeys of 2022.
Right after this.
Welcome to Whiskey Pop. My name is Jeff.
And I'm Zane.
And we have David here with us
I'm
today.
I mean, we would say he's a special guest, but he's actually here
He's
all
not really
the
a
time.
guest. He's always here. He
All the
just
time.
gets all the whiskey before we get the whiskey.
And that is true.
Isn't that true?
That is true.
How do you always get the whiskey before us?
I don't know. Somebody's got to pop that bottle open and try it out.
But he's also our collector.
Yeah, he is our collector, so he does tend to collect the whiskeys that we like the most, which comes in handy when we do a best of year.
Because then we're like, hey, do you have any more of that?
because we drank it already.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, being that it's Christmas time, right?
Yes.
I figured we could be a little festive with this, so I thought first thing we would need to do is maybe kick in some Christmas music.
That would sound, well, not that Christmas song.
Oh, hang on. How's that?
That's a little.
Okay.
That's,
Okay, so we're gonna have the whiskeys that we rated the best whiskeys of 2022. Now, these aren't whiskeys that we found in like some magazine.
no, these are whiskeys that we're rating basically on the floors level of the Nakatomi Plaza,
But no, that's Die Hard.
which is an awesome Christmas movie.
That is a Christmas movie. Maybe we talked about that.
Which we've talked about.
Remember that we did that in this episode
This is a
right here.
festive episode.
That's right. Maybe we should talk about all the episodes that you probably haven't watched that are Christmas related.
That's probably.
That's not a bad idea. But before we do
there you
that,
go.
we probably need to crack open at least our first whiskey, our number 10.
That's right. Our
It's
number
Zane's
10.
favorite this
It
year.
is my favorite.
It's Stranahan's.
Tequila edition.
Oh yeah, it is a single malt whiskey, the Extra Añejo Tequila Cask from Stranahan's. This was a distillery exclusive.
I don't know what you did to your añejo, but it sure wasn't chapped.
That bottle's getting pretty empty.
Yeah, no, we probably need to pretty much finish it off. I'm sure David has another one he sits around.
Well, the fellas
I could.
like this one a lot. I
could.
have to.
Well,
You
since
can't go to the distillery and leave with one bottle.
no, that would be a mistake.
Just do it now. Do me a little less of a splash. That's Gauls too.
Oh, okay, a less of a
Help
splash.
out a brother here.
Okay, hang on, you ready?
Oh, I like that. That's a lot better. That's more my style.
Okay, we rated this one a 7.
We did rate it
I
a
think
7.
4 of it was me.
I sandbag.
3 of it was you.
Actually, you can't really sandbag when you go the opposite direction, right? What do
no,
you call that?
that's not. That was maybe
All
sandbagging.
right, all right.
You remember the smell of this?
I remember this.
Smells like heaven in a glass. Oh, now they said, the distillery said that this had herbal, oak, and salted caramel.
Yeah,
Now, it's been a while since we reviewed this, so.
yeah. And I said it's tequila.
I don't smell tequila in this now.
I don't either.
All right, let's drink this. Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Believe it or not, actually the salted caramel is more there than I
Yeah.
know about it. That's pretty good. That's a 7, Zane. Why did you give it a 3? This is a 4, easily an 8.
If you'll go back to my review,
Okay,
I will say, you know what? I know what they were doing here, and I think they executed it well.
you did say that.
It's just this is not my cup of tea.
No, it's whiskey.
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 All right. Well, I'm not being a party pooper. This is an excellent whiskey. I
Very
just
nice.
don't really like tequila.
Now here's the thing. This was one of our best of 2022. the only way you can get this whiskey
Is by going there.
going to there.
Yeah.
So if you're in the area and you can buy this whiskey, we definitely recommend you getting it.
Alrighty then.
So are you ready to cleanse your palate with our next whiskey?
That's right. And our number 9 whiskey is.
Rowan's Creek Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey. Now this was one we just got to our area this year.
That's right. Kind of feel like this was like a mid-tier price range, right? This is like $50. 50.
It sounds about right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, look at that.
So this is the floor where John McClane kills the first guy that was blonde-headed and takes his shoes, or tries to, but he's got little tiny feet. even though
Oh,
he's
that's
big.
the first movie, right?
Yeah, from the first
The
movie.
little Swedish guy or whatever he
Yeah,
was,
whatever
German
it is.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, oh.
All right, this Rowan Creek was a 7. It said it tastes of pear, lemon, honey, and floral.
The smell is what you said.
Right?
Yeah, it's like the herbal explosion in the nose.
Yeah, so let's go try this. What do you say? That's so different than what we just had with the tequila cask.
Oh, wow.
Completely different, but
The pear is coming through that for me.
that finish.
I can see why we gave this a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We might have misjudged this a little bit.
might have.
Yeah, who gave it the 3 and who gave it the 4 is the question.
You're going 3.
Going with 3.
All right. I said 4.
That's good. It's still not bad.
Do 3.5 each.
That doesn't happen very often. What do you think about this one, David?
That's
you never
good.
even. What would you have reviewed
That's
this
nice.
one?
I probably would have been in the same range.
Really?
A 4, maybe.
Ooh, a 4.
Yeah.
See, that would have made it pushed it to an 8.
Good.
You know, it's nice. The finish is just a little spicy on the end of that, so just a little bit of cinnamon kick, just right on the end.
I'm really enjoying that finish, though.
It's a nice finish.
It's got a serious smack
I mean, if you
factor.
It is good.
Oh, did you say a smack factor?
Oh, yeah, it's got a smack factor
I
in
don't.
there.
Did we smack factor this?
I don't know if we did or not, but I guarantee it's got a
Can
Did he just smack factor that?
hell yeah.
Let's see. Oh no, 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 no! Don't do it.
All right.
Okay.
3 hell yes! So Jeffrey, what's on our list? What's
Well, right now it's 3 hell yeah, still burning right here.
3 hell yes.
Yeah.
I think I peaked on the mic on that one.
I'm pretty sure you peaked. All right.
I peaked about 7 episodes ago.
I said no lies. I think he's telling the truth.
The Wilderness Trail. Remember that whiskey? We had this whiskey like way, way back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's got 3.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. There's not gonna be no Kool-Aid man running through here going, oh yeah.
I want a side. Oh yeah. Okay.
This is what happens when things get off the rail on the show.
All right.
All right, so we haven't had this in a while, but our number 8 is the Wilderness Trail Single Barrel Bottled in Bond.
That is an awesome bottle too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. The nice thing about
That's
this
nice.
bottle is, we've talked about that in some of our episodes, like the shape of the
Yeah.
bottle. This is easy to hold.
Might be hard to pour, but it's
No,
easy
actually,
to,
it's not.
Not-
Easy with that lip on there.
That little lip on there. Now, it does have a little bit of a splash factor. We're gonna do this for the whole episode.
That's right.
Damn. All right, so this is what got a 7.5. So this beat the Rowans and the Stranahan's.
Man, that smells good.
They said on the palate it was hay, grass, oak, caramel, and vanilla. And hey, I can get the grass and the hay out of that. I feel like I'm at a farm right now.
Oh, totally.
You get that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fresh cut grass, a barn with some hay in it.
Freshly tethered hay. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this 100
You like that honored.
This 100 proof's got some serious kick.
Boy, that tastes good.
Yeah. The hay and the caramel really come out on that.
Yeah. I mean, this one's good.
It's not bad for a 100 proof. Now I think this one's pretty readily available. It's not like a bottle pick or anything.
No.
Single barrel, bottle and bond. These guys showed up in our area a couple of years ago.
Yes.
They haven't been here very long either. But I think that's the case for most craft whiskey makers lately. We have so much whiskey showing up in the marketplace every day.
Yeah, they're just showing up and we're saying thank you.
Now these guys aren't necessarily a craft whiskey maker. So it says on here that this is a mash bill of Hang on, let me get that right. That is 54. No, hang on. Shit, okay. So it says a mash bill of 64% corn, 24% wheat, and 12% malted barley. So this is a wheated bourbon.
Wheated. Like
Wheated.
Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
Wheated.
Shut up, Wesley.
Sagamore Spirit Rye. This was a cast strength that we did. It's 112.2 proof, 56.1 ABV.
Now, we had that not too long ago.
It wasn't that long ago, but we rated this a 7.5.
7.5. That's an aggregate of 3.5 each. No, that's an aggregate of 3.75.
It might have been a 4 and a 3.5.
That could have been what it was. Yeah, so 3.5 for me.
3.5.
The reason why I say that is because it's fun to drink this and have different flavors.
Well, I'm gonna have to be pretty close with you, but I still feel like this is a 4. I'm gonna drink this whiskey. Now this is a 7.5.
Oh,
They said it was dark chocolate, black pepper, brown sugar, and honey.
dark chocolate.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I'm getting on this first drink?
If you say pickles, up yours.
A really strong kosher deal.
We're shunning you, Jeffrey.
Kosher deal.
I need to go get the pickle jar out of the
You are
fridge.
shunned. Let me smell. Let me smell.
Oh yeah. Oh, now smell that whiskey.
I won't lie. I do like really nice quality pickles that are like really good.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
But this has so much more going in it.
Normally,
Maybe
you're the one
smell,
who gets the pickle on the
Yeah,
rye
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised you're not the first one to call that out.
But for me, it's the chocolate is so strong on that.
The bitter part of the chocolate is strong. Man.
The best part about this is, lots of times you get feeling sick if you eat too many sweets. I think I could have a whole lot more Sagamore rye than I could chocolate. What are you reaching for? That's right. That's right.
Sagamore Rye, the spirit of champions.
I'd give it a 4. Hell yeah!
Did he just do that?
4.
What are you doing?
I'm just encouraging this.
Why? Do you know you
Because I
help?
love you both.
You know you help with the No, you don't.
We got the hot tub.
If I was gonna rate this in lima beans, I'd give it a 6 out of 12.
6
Lima beans!
I hate you.
Hate. Double hate.
What's the next one on the list?
Oh, well, the next one on the list would be our number 6.
Number
And
6.
from this point forward, every whiskey is an 8 or 10. Now, this one got us in a lot of trouble.
It did. People were like, oh, that's bullshit.
Well, it wasn't that. It was because it's a barrel pick, and we had some people who got their underwear in a wad because they thought,
Yeah.
we're claiming this and it's claiming that. And it's like, listen, it's a barrel pick. Just relax. Quit being too geeky. It's just whiskey. And we're talking about a Jack Daniel's single barrel proof that is 132 proof.
Delicious.
You know what we found so great about this whiskey though?
No, what's that?
This was the whiskey we tried with
Nitrous.
Nitro Pepsi. I think we should
Nitro Pepsi.
Nitro Pepsi.
Nitrous.
Fast and Furious is not a Christmas movie.
You still owe me a free second car.
Family. So I say we try it with some nitro.
You fucking kidding me?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my.
Now, here's the question, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I'm unable to dial an Uber, can you dial it for me?
Yeah, not a problem.
Hey, I got work in the morning.
You can drive from here to the studio.
I may have to.
The only thing that made this better this year was when we did that episode. We talked about how Dr.
Pretty
Pepper.
sure you said that I did this episode.
You remember the episode where we did Dr. Pepper and Blanton's?
I think mixers are definitely a category that should be covered in depth, probably in
Next season?
2023.
Oh yeah, because we haven't told you guys yet, but this actually might be our last episode this year.
Yeah, because
We need a break, and it's holiday season, and we need a break.
some of us, all of us work like crazy hours.
Well, hell, ain't we all?
We are now in the top 5 whiskeys of 2022. From this point forward, every whiskey is a 9.5 or higher.
Did we really rate that many that high?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Now this one didn't make the 10 because I was trying to make sure it didn't because we had rated its older brother a 10. and I felt like we can't give its older brother and its younger sibling a 10.
Let me tell you something. There's very few times that I'll absolutely look at Jeffrey and say, you're wrong. Sometimes that happens when we're drinking a different particular type of whiskey. But that's not for this episode.
So
Right now,
this whiskey is Smoke Wagon Uncut the Younger, and we just reviewed this not too long ago.
and how do you feel about your poor rating?
It's a 4.5 for me. It's still an amazing whiskey. It's a 9.5 total score of the year.
9.5.
Now, this whiskey can be hard to find,
Apparently it's impossible to find.
but I know somebody recently found 2 bottles.
That's right, he's the collector.
The collector
So
found
I
it real
opened
quick.
one and collecting the other.
Beautiful.
Okay, so this is Smoke Wagon Uncut the Younger. We gave it a 9.5. They said the nose or the palate was candy flavored, buttery, and creamy. If I remember right, we got pecan pie out of this thing.
And this is pecan praline.
The apple pie was the one coming down the pipeline.
You know, the one with the sprouts, aka the
Hey, easy, don't
Inspire,
give them away all their
aka
stuff. Oh wow, this does. Oh yeah, I'm still getting pecan pie even on the nose, dude.
Yeah, you failed yourself.
No. It's still a 4.5. It's still a great whiskey.
I mean,
Don't make me pull the regular Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered out again.
bring it
I've
out.
already done that episode.
Bring it out. And
You
guess
can
what
watch
we
that
said?
episode here.
This is a good.
Oh, heck yeah. So now, if you have Smoke Wagon in your area and you can get your hands on this, you really need to pick that up and buy one for yourself and then buy one for that special someone.
Yeah, $45.
45 bucks. See, I paid 50 for it where I was at, so that's really a good deal. When whiskey
This is a $45 whiskey in today's prices.
at $60 and $90.
Shut the front door. I give it 3. Shut the front doors.
It's gonna be a really long week.
You have no idea.
Okay, so we have had the Stranahan's Añejo. You love that one.
I loved it.
The Rowan's Creek,
Oh, that was all right.
Wilderness Trail,
That was good.
Sagamore Spirit, the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Pick, and even Smoke Wagon the Younger. Now, these next whiskeys beat all of these.
I'm just gonna say this. Spoiler alert, it's
Yeah.
not gonna be what you think at the end of the year.
Now, this whiskey we just reviewed recently, like last week. We're talking about an Oak and Eden finished whiskey that's a barrel pick from Tulsa Hills Wine Cellar.
You mean apple motherfucking pie?
Yeah, this was a 5-finger whiskey, and it was phenomenal. And the fun fact is that we get to drink it again.
Fun fact, how many times have we drank it again?
Well, according to this bottle,
It's getting pretty low.
I think David's been drinking.
Thank
on
God we're doing this
drinking
episode
right
now, because it would have been gone.
Where do you get off?
it is still cinnamon apple pie.
This is a dessert.
Oh, totally. It's,
I mean,
well,
if you're in the Tulsa area and you can buy this whiskey, it's got an Amberana spire in it.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm smelling that
Mhm.
fire. Not really.
You might be that. I did some research
Could
on the
be.
Amberana wood. Amberana wood adds vanilla and cinnamon flavoring to things. So,
I'm gonna tell you what.
Well, that's perfect.
but I would say if you're gonna go buy a whiskey for Christmas for somebody or yourself, if they love whiskey, they're gonna love this one. Now, if you're not in this area, there are Oak and Edens that are out there everywhere. If you can find a barrel pick, I'm sure
With
they're
that-
gonna be just as great as this, right?
With that spire in it.
If you can get an
Well, you
Amberana
have
wood.
to, yeah.
You get that, it's going to be pretty close.
So Rochester, if you were gonna give it a hell yeah rating, what would you give it?
Is the rating from 1 to 10?
No, it's
10 being
1
the
to 5?
1 to 7.
1 to 7.
Why am I even participating in this?
1 to 7?
1 to
That's-
7,
that's-
yeah.
that's
1 to
it.
7, hell yes.
7 being the worst.
No, yeah, 7's the worst, and 1's hell
The
yeah,
best.
the best ever.
A 3.
A 3 what?
Hell yeah!
I'm not gonna sleep this week.
You know, I'm
A 3.
gonna tell you what. There's been a lot of whiskeys we've had.
Yeah,
I will say this. I feel like this is probably the most unique.
It is.
oh, it's different than everything that we have on the table.
Now, For all of you
Completely agree.
English majors, I did just qualify the word unique, which is actually inaccurate. If it's unique, it's just unique. You can't be most unique. You can't be more unique. It's just unique because that's what the nature of unique.
It's just unique.
This is the unique nature of this here whiskey is above some of the others. It's completely different.
All right, so we should probably move on to the whiskey number 3. Now, these are the top 3 whiskeys of 2022 that we've reviewed. They beat all of these whiskeys out here. Every whiskey you see has been beat by that.
The thing is, we've had some amazing whiskeys up to this point.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I'm gonna say this much. I feel like we have to swap glasses at this point.
Swap glass. Oh, so
I've
for
gotta
these top
rinse
3,
this.
so have a new
We
glass.
have to change glasses.
Because now we're getting.
We don't need to swap.
The upper crust.
I don't roll that way, Zay. So, I mean, I'm keeping my keys in my pocket.
How dare he?
So we're gonna jump into something a little different, and our third came in with a 10, with a palette of warm salt dark chocolate,
The Balmore 12.
the Balmore 12.
Look,
Now this is not a hard to find whiskey at all.
none.
This is so easy to buy. You could go buy this for your boss, your best friend.
This is a sneaky whiskey. Let's put it that way.
I am very, very sneaky, sir.
This is a 10. This is our number 3 of the year. This is not a hard to find whiskey. It's not a whiskey that just came out. It's just good whiskey.
It's just good.
And if you got somebody who says, I like scotch, but I don't like bourbon, you're trying to figure out what to buy them, you will not go wrong with this Balmore 12.
It's
Try
very
it.
nice.
Cheers.
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 Well, hang on. Got a little bit right here. The smokiness of this, the sweetness, the brininess comes just right toward the end.
It's a
It's all
perfect.
just right.
It's the perfect amalgamation of all those things.
The perfect amalgamation of all those things.
It's not too much in either direction.
No, but I think David's had 7 whiskeys and he's feeling pretty good.
I mean, I'm gonna straight up give this like a 2 yippee-ki-yays. Sorry, Jeff. It's just one of those things.
This is why we're taking a break for 3 weeks, because somebody is creating so much work for the editing room.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
So we ready for whiskey number 2?
If that's what you s-
Number 2?
Number 2.
if that's what you say.
No, it is what I say. So how is it that the best whiskeys of 2022 has turned into like a really, really long edit?
I can tell you why.
Why?
It's because we've drank every last drop.
So that's true. We normally don't finish our whiskeys. So now we have 8 whiskeys here in front of us.
Totally. We're
We
like-
have 2 left.
We're like-
So number 2, right? Now this is a whiskey, right?
Is it a whiskey?
It is. And it's an easy to find whiskey. I'm seeing it on the shelf everywhere.
Oh, well,
So-
I'm seeing doubles.
All right, so let's introduce it. This whiskey is Four Roses Small Batch Select. This is a
Small batch
52% ABV, 104 proof.
Well, thank God it's not under 100.
It's 100 times bigger.
This is a Four Roses Small Batch Select. We rated this a 10.
So what do they say we should smell?
Apricot, berries, vanilla, and oak.
I would expect that out of 4 Roses.
Now the
Now-
oak is actually stronger in this than it has been in every one of these whiskeys.
Absolutely. However,
Right.
you can't get the fruit.
Oh, the berries right in the front of even the nose on this. Okay, let's drink this.
Apricots.
It's smooth. It is easy to drink. Unfortunately, we're almost out of this bottle. We're gonna have to go buy more for the whiskey
I
cabinet.
mean, have you noticed all these bottles are pretty much
Yeah, you can always.
down to the last quarter?
It's a good
or
point.
less?
You can always tell it's a whiskey we like because it doesn't last very long in the studio. I think the fullest bottle in this whole mix is the younger.
That's 'cause it's one of the newest.
It's one of the
Yes,
newest
yeah.
bottles.
The thing is, it's like when I drank the Four Roses, it immediately hit me in the corner of my jaw
Yeah.
because it's like a savory.
Are you saying there's a smack factor with this?
What smack factor do you get out of this? Now, at this
3?
point in the stage,
I think it's a 3 smack
it's a 3?
factor. Mm-hmm. What do you think? I think it's a strong 3 smack factor. It's kind of dry for me.
I mean, I don't feel like this is misplaced in the lineup in any way whatsoever.
I think the hardest thing you and I had was like, okay, what are the top 4?
Oh my god!
Because they're all 10s.
It's almost like arbitrary. Like you just roll a dice and see what.
I felt like that's what we had to do because we got to a point where like, oh, they're so damn good. We would drink all of these.
The thing is, like, I feel like it's ridiculous to have a Four Roses so high, but at the same time, you're like,
Yeah,
it's worth it.
that's my thoughts.
I like the idea that it's up here in the number 2 category because it's easy to find. You can buy it just about anywhere. It's a small back select, which is, it's newish because it wasn't something that was common until recently.
Yeah.
But it's newish enough that you can still buy it. And, you know, it's like you can get this Balmore 12.
Yep.
You can buy this Four Roses. You're not going to search all over the place for
and
it.
the thing is like, it's not going to break your budget either.
Now, here's the interesting thing today. I think this was like $70.
Yep.
I think this was $60, $50.
It's just over 50
50,
bucks.
60 bucks, 50, 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 60 bucks. We're not giving you a whiskey that is unattainable. It's not like it's some $100 allocated bullshit.
Right.
And
that
then
you're
comes
finding
the
on
number
Facebook.
1, which costs $300.
Now we have to preface our number
Happy
one.
Van Winkle.
No.
18th year.
No.
That's not what it is.
No.
In fact,
Now it isn't a pricier drink.
drink
I can't.
That's right.
Because I can't call her number 1 whiskey.
a bourbon.
I can't call it that either.
You can't call it a Tennessee whiskey.
No.
You
it's
can't
just-
call it a scotch.
This is crazy because it shouldn't even be on our Whiskey Pop channel.
Let me
but
tell you
it
what this is. This is a damn good drink.
I was worried.
And I'm gonna give it,
No.
oh yeah.
No, don't do it.
It's a 17 He-Man arm yes.
17 He-Man.
I'm gonna tell you what, there is not a lot of drinks that come out at a 17 He-Man.
Foursquare 2009 rum.
It's a rum!
It is a cask selection. It is on here. It says cask X bourbon, cask aging 12 years, distillation, pot stilled, and also released in April 2021. Here's the deal. They are still around in the marketplace.
By the power of Grayskull.
But they're not
Power of
everywhere.
Grayskull. Pop the cork.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Oh, and this smells as incredible as I remember. Okay, so it is cinnamon, clove, allspice, citrus zest, and sweet, and it is holy shit in a bottle.
Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
What the hell are we doing?
We're drinking rum.
Holy shit.
Okay, so we have laid out for you today 10 whiskeys that you could buy for somebody for the holiday. Most are very readily available that you can find in your liquor store today. Some you might have to search a little bit for, but you can find them.
Oh yeah.
So nothing that we laid out today is a hard to find whiskey in the sense that you're gonna have to stand in a line for 2 hours to get it.
No. Number 1 whiskey.
No.
Number 1 whiskey.
Number 1 rum.
Is this not legit?
It's a rum.
It's a from.
It's a
It's
rum.
legit.
So be sure to like, share, and
Subscribe, and don't forget, we have a delicate bell that
Yeah,
needs
if
to
you-
be dinged.
if you ding it, you learn about great things like this throughout the year that we review and tell you that you should buy and drink. In the meantime, you guys be sure to check out all our other episodes while we take a break for the next few weeks and enjoy the holiday with our families. And most importantly, be safe, drink with friends. Please drink with friends.
And the hideaway couch,
We're pulling that out tonight.
You're gonna need it.
I'm gonna need it.
Yeah. So in the meantime, continue to be geeky, and we'll see you next year in 2023 with a new review and a new episode.
Cheers.
I mean, shit, cheers, right?